Hi, my name is Glenn and you're watching PowerDrift, where free subscription is just a simple click away. Now 2017 was off to a bang. There were a lot of car launches that we were super excited about, but the monsoons are bringing in some good news. It's raining cars, and here is a download of the cars that we're most excited about. Kicking things off, we have the Skoda Octavia facelift. Now, we saw the car a couple of months ago at the Geneva International Motor Show, and not a lot of us have been a big fan of those split headlamps. Apart from that, the facelift now comes with a redesigned front grille, redesigned bumpers, and minor upgrades on the inside. The highlight being an 8-inch infotainment touchscreen. The car has already been spotted on Indian roads being tested, and the choice of engines we can expect is the 1.4 TSI and the 2-litre TDI. Expect the Octavia to be launched in July between the price range of 16 to 25 lakhs. Next up, we have the Tata Nexon. Now, the Tata Nexon is going to be one of the most important launches for Tata Motors this year. It's going to compete against the likes of the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza and the Ford EcoSport. Based on the zest and the bold platform, this sub-4 meter compact SUV has a lot going for it. The styling on the Nexon is pert and curvy. It's got a lot of trendy colors that are on offer. When it comes to infotainment options, Tata have invested a lot in this department. When it comes to features, we expect to see a class-leading sound system with climate control. On the safety front, we can expect dual airbags with ABS. When it comes to engine options, the Nexon should get the existing range of Tata engines. So it should get a 1.2-litre turbocharged petrol and a 1.3-litre turbocharged diesel, both making around 90 bhp. But it's also expected to get an all-new 1.5-litre Renault diesel engine making over 100 bhp. And the Nexon is expected to hit showrooms between September to October, starting at a price of 6.5 all the way to 11 lakh rupees. Next up, we have the new Hyundai Verna. Now, the new Hyundai Verna is going to be revisited this year, and the car is already on sale in China and Russia. Why the hell do those guys get it first? Why? We're important too. The design on this car is going to be dictated by Hyundai's new Fluidic 2.0 design language, so we can expect the car to look a bit more sophisticated and a bit more evolutionary rather than revolutionary. Now, Hyundai tell us that the lines are tauter, they're more straighter, and it has a lot more coupe-like inspired bits, and every single body panel on the car is completely new. Exterior highlights include a trapezoidal chrome grille, LED L-shaped DRLs, diamond-cut alloys, and integrated rear spoiler. The cabin has been revamped as well, and like its elder brother, the Elantra, it's angled more towards the driver, and honestly, I quite like that. The highlight of which is going to be that 8-inch infotainment touchscreen, which will come with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. When it comes to features, it is a Hyundai, so it is going to be feature loaded. So we can expect up to 6 airbags with ABS and EBD. We also hear that it's going to have ventilated seats. Now that would be pretty cool. Powertrain options will continue, so we can expect that 1.4 petrol and that 1.6 diesel to make it into the car, and the prices we expect is going to start from 8 to 14 lakh rupees. Now, next up, we have the Jeep Compass. Now, the Jeep Compass has been a big bet for FCA in India, where they have invested over $280 million. 280 million! What would you do for 280 million? What would you do, RN? 280 million? What do you do? Invest in a Malayali movie? What? Yeah? Okay, so Jeep has invested over $280 million in their Ranjangaon facility close to Pune, where we sort of live, in case you're wondering. FCA has invested in this facility to cater to right-hand drive markets around the world. Now, the Jeep Compass is a big bet for FCA in India, and it is feature loaded. Standard across the range, we're talking about 6 airbags, electronic stability control, ABS, e-parking brake, dynamic steering torque, hill start assist, dynamic brake lights, panic braking assist, and those things are standard across the range. And yes, it took me more than 10 minutes to rehearse that line. In addition to that, the Compass will also come with Jeep's 4-wheel drive system and a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system. Fiat has announced 2 engine options with the car. You get a 1.4 turbo petrol engine and a 2-litre turbo diesel engine. Now, the Jeep Compass is slated to be the most affordable Jeep in India and is expected to be around the price of 23 lakh rupees in India. Production of the Compass has already started and it should be launched latest by September. But for more information, do stay tuned for our upcoming first drive video. Moving on, we have the Renault Captur. Captur? I'm just going to go phonetically and call it the Renault Captur. Now the Captur has already been launched in Russia in March of last year. Again, why do these guys get it first? Why, bro? Why?
Because of Putin.
Because of Putin. Putin? Is that why they're getting the Captur before us? Anyways, the Captur has already been launched in Russia and this is what we can expect. Now the Captur is based on the same platform as the Duster. In fact, they share the same identical wheelbases. But the Captur is 18mm longer, 9mm narrower and 12mm shorter than its brother the Duster. When it comes to design, while the Duster is more butch and more manly looking, the Captur is more oriented towards a lifestyle car. Features on the Captur include keyless entry, automatic climate control and a 7-inch infotainment touchscreen unit. Now, while the powertrain options for the Captur remain undisclosed, we can expect the same powertrain options that we've seen on the Renault Duster to make it to the Captur. It's going to be launched in the second half of 2017 and prices are expected to start from 9 lakh rupees.
Oh my God!
Next up, we have the new Ford EcoSport. Now, reports suggested that a heavily facelifted EcoSport is in the works, and by God, the car really needs it. It's a car that we've all grown to love, but this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's going to have a more expressive front grille with chrome slats, redesigned projector headlamps and an L-shaped LED DRLs. A resculpted bumper with a set of new 17-inch wheels. India spec models will continue with a spare wheel mounted on the tailgate with a newly designed cover. Major overhaul is going to be focused on the cabin, which the EcoSport desperately needed. What we can finally expect to see is a new 8-inch infotainment touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android, and if that really does happen, heavens be praised, because the Ford really needs it. In addition to that, we can expect the same engine options to make it to the EcoSport, which is the 1-litre turbo petrol, the 1.5-litre petrol engine and the 1.5 turbo diesel.
Oh my God!
Now the new EcoSport is going to be launched in the latter half of this year, and this is a car that I'm personally quite excited about. Expect a marginal hike when it comes to prices. Moving on, we have the new Audi Q5. The new Audi Q5 will receive a replacement model for India this year, and it has already been spite testing on our country roads. Now Audi tell us that the second generation of the premium mid-size SUV is going to come with fresh styling and revised engines. When it comes to design on the new Q5, Audi tell us that every single body panel is new, but by the looks of it, it looks still quite the same. Sure Audi, we believe you. Now, based on the new MLB Evo 2 platform, depending on the engine option that you choose, the new Audi Q5 can weigh up to 90 kilos lighter than the outgoing model. On the inside, it now comes with Audi's virtual cockpit with a 3-spoke multifunction steering wheel, and with that awesome Bang & Olufsen sound system, and you can get an optional ambient lighting package with a choice of up to 30 different colors. Fancy. When it comes to engine options, we'll see a 2-litre and a 3-litre TDI and a 2-litre TFSI, which are all heavily revised for the new platform. Now the Audi Q5 is going to go against the likes of the BMW X3 and the Mercedes GLC. Prices are expected to start from 54 lakh rupees.
I'm a self-made millionaire.
Alright, and the last car that we're super excited for is the Ferrari GT C4 Lusso. Now the Ferrari GT C4 Lusso is the replacement model for that controversial Ferrari FF, and it's come back with a bang, and by the looks of it, I'm super excited. Now the GT C4 Lusso gets 4-wheel steering to complement its new all-wheel drive setup. When it comes to the exteriors, in the front it looks like a toned-down version of the 488. But in the back, it reminds me quite a lot of that iconic F50. And if you remember that car, drop us a comment with the hashtag F50 for life. When it comes to the engine department, there is a 6.3-litre naturally aspirated V12, which is good enough to propel the car from 0 to 100 km an hour in 3.4 seconds and onwards to a top speed of 335 km per hour. Oh my God! But if you're an environmentally conscious multi-millionaire who doesn't like the howl of a naturally aspirated V12, there is a 3.9-litre turbocharged V8 version as well. On the inside, the GT C4 Lusso promises more space for 4 people, so you can take 3 of your sexy and wealthy friends around town looking all cool and fine, and the seats are wrapped in the finest of Italian leathers. In the infotainment department, there is a 10.25 infotainment screen which will keep your sexy and wealthy friends entertained. Now, once this car reaches Indian shores, it's expected to cost upwards of 4 crore rupees. If you're one of those people who are watching this video right now thinking, 4 crore rupees sounds like a good deal, can we be friends? Please. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with that we've wrapped up the cars that we are most excited for in 2017 that are going to be launched in India. If there is a car that you were excited about that we missed out on, drop us a comment with the hashtag #HowCanYouForget. Until then, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget you are subscribed to PowerDrift. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
When the bassline sinking, you stop a boss, you stop a string, tune hit the floor, murder a rhythm. No thinking when you're out here drinking, no disturbing when we ride with him, no disguising when you see me rising. One with it, flow hot right now, yeah, me down in it. One with it, flow hot right now, yeah, me down in it.